Hey guys, Cy Keller here with Omaha Guitar Lessons, and today I'm going to show you how to tune the guitar by ear. So, the first thing you want to do is have a tuner ideally so you can double check yourself. I've got one built in this acoustic guitar. If you have electric guitar, I highly recommend getting a snark tuner. They're really cool. They just clip onto the headstock. And back in the day when I was learning guitar, we had these like bricks tuners. You had like rest on your leg and you had to plug your guitar into it, and because it was very sensitive. But technology has come so far, it's also advanced musical equipment, and not to mention recording equipment. Now, I mean, in the 80s and the 70s, recording equipment was like thousands and thousands of dollars, and nowadays you can get an interface, the basic setup for probably less than $1,000. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic. So how to tune by ear. So first thing we need to do, or it's important to understand, is if your low E isn't in tune, then however you tune the strings, it's going to be relative to the low E. So you don't necessarily have to, if you want everything to be in standard tuning, you want to make sure that this low E is correct. But let's say you don't have that, and you're out on your own, you're out camping or something like that, and you forgot your tuner and you need to tune the guitar by ear. That's what we're going to go through. And back in the day, like the 70s and 80s, if you listen to like Jimi Hendrix, or even in the 60s, the Beatles, a lot of times their guitars are just tuned to whatever they were tuned to, but it's in key because the strings are maybe a little bit off than standard, but all of the strings are relative to that. I know that's kind of complicated, but anyways, let's get into it. So the first thing that you want to do is, I'm actually have to untune my guitar. I just tuned it up. Irony. Okay, so I'm gonna untune my guitar a little bit. So I got my first string. I'm gonna put my second finger on the fifth fret. Play that. Ooh, that doesn't sound right. These two should be identical. So I'm playing this note, and then I'm also playing the A. Playing the A open, right? So I want to play this right here, and then I'm gonna play the low A. The ice cream man is there. He might interfere with the tone of the guitar, or maybe he'll be playing it in key. I don't know. So I got my fifth fret here. Okay. So what I want to do is match that. So what I can do, there's two ways I can do this. I can take my finger off and adjust it. Usually your strings are lower, and you need to go up. You need to turn the knob to the, you want to turn it counterclockwise. So there's no quatnet there. See, I'm kind of just giving it, there's a little bit, goes a long way. Okay, so see how I kind of match those two? And this takes a good amount of time to train yourself. You're training your ear when you do this, so be patient with yourself. I'm going to show you the other way that I like to do it here. So next thing I do is I go down to the fifth fret of the A string, play that note, because I just tuned that one. See, they're a little bit off. So the way I like to do it is I'll play this string here, and then I'll play the one below it, and then I'll come over and they'll match up. Sometimes I'll go lower. Seeing that match them up that way. So then next thing to do the next string, I'm just going to move down, fifth fret. Those actually sound perfect. Then the tricky part here is I'm going to move over. When I'm tuning the B string, is I need to move over to the fourth fret. So I'm going to play that, and I'm going to play the string below, which is the B. It's a little bit off. So remember, now we're on the bottom string, so you're going to have to turn them the opposite way you turned them before. So if you need to go higher, you're going to have to turn it clockwise this time. So play the fourth fret. See, I'm on the fourth fret for this B string. Not quite there. Use my way of doing it, which I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I go lower and then I tune it up. See? That's the way I like to do it. But then again, you can also just do little turns and check with your ear. And again, be patient with yourself on this. This is it's not an easy thing to do. Okay, so you hear those are a little bit resonant. Turn it up a little bit. Like I said, usually your strings are flat, so usually you're going to want to make the strings tighter. So you're going to want to turn it, in this case, because we're on the bottom strings here, or the bottom tuning pegs, you're going to want to turn it clockwise. Okay, be careful of this. And also, a little side note is when you're tuning your guitar, if it's not changing, you're probably on the wrong knob, and you're going to keep turning it and nothing's happening, and then eventually a string breaks. So that's a very common thing that happens. There we go, I matched them up. And I just tuned the guitar by ear. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have fun with it. Remember, be patient, be easy with yourself on this. Maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes doing this, and then check to see if you're right or how far off. And what I'll do is I'll play a chord to make sure, because if you're used to how a chord sounds, if it's off, then you'll kind of know it'll sound kind of out of whack. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Have fun doing this. Remember, be easy on yourself. Take about 5 or 10 minutes. All right, later.